Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, day 5 of my WarbossTae Painting Challenge. Been continuing on with the base coat orange, the Jokero orange on the next 2 boards. And I've completed that, so that's all 4 boards now done with the base coat of the orange. So let me just give you a closer look. This is board number 3, as I'm calling it, and I started off with the warriors that are actually on the raiders themselves. So let me just zoom in a little bit, see if I can get one into focus. So basically I continued the scheme on for the warriors that I had on foot, just on these raiders. Now I didn't lay down any other orange because the raiders are basically going to be this colour. Obviously I'm going to wash this with that orange wash, but I am going to be adding some freehand on here, so that's going to bring that orange effect into the model a little bit more. But honestly I can't see myself painting anything else, any different colours. I think that's going to basically be the colour of it. Which I think is going to look pretty cool. Of course there's going to be the bone colour, which will be on some of these blades and things, so this, you know, going to be more detail, but in terms of the orange, that's probably about it. So did that on those 3. This one, the people are magnetised, so I didn't actually put any orange on that one. And also the venoms themselves, again, I didn't put any orange on, but they are going to basically be free-handed. So I'm going to have some freehand going down this canopy here, probably down this wing. These end bits here are going to be bone colour. The actual glass, I'm actually thinking about just leaving it like that because I think it looks pretty cool like that. So that's going to be those. These here I didn't actually do anything on. Again, they're probably going to have freehand on the Ravager bits, and the cell itself I didn't want to go and just paint that bright orange, so again I'm probably going to have some freehand on that. It then was time for the Talus stroke Cronus, and I really did struggle to work out what to do. I made a decision, whether it's right or wrong I don't know. I think I'm happy with it, but I had to get orange in there somehow. I know it's some sort of monstrous creature, and the only sort of armour plates that I could see, as you can see what I've painted there, the big bits on the front. So let me just bring one in a bit closer here for you. So yeah, in the end I painted that, and I had to go in, I actually went in 3 layers of this just to build up the colour, but I'm really happy with that. I didn't want too much orange, so I mean there are some other armour plates just up here and stuff, but I don't want it to be too orange. I don't want it to look out of place in the rest of the army, and the rest of the army, you know, doesn't have too much orange on. So that is how I decided to paint them. So both the Kronos and the Talos painted like that. So let me know what you think. I'm pretty happy with it, I think. Can't really work out what else to do, to be fair, so that's how they're going to be. I had to get them done. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do now is just stop the camera, get the other board out, and show you the work on that one. Okay, and the next board is the Grotesque and the Scourges. Now, I didn't actually show you these models close up when I showed you these before, so let's just zoom straight in and have a closer look. First of all, starting with the Scourges, just bring one of these in. So I went in first and I painted the kneecaps. And then I had a problem because they don't have shoulder pads, so I knew I needed to have a little bit more orange. I have decided that I'm not going to paint the wings bright orange, so they're going to probably stay this sort of colour, and in the end I painted these little sticky out spikes here, which I think works pretty well, so I'm pretty happy with that, to be fair. I managed to get the 2 lots of orange in there, and I think it looks pretty cool. Let me just show you one of the feathered wings. So that would be one of the feathered wings, and again, I hope this is focusing, and again the feathered wings I'm probably just going to leave in this colour scheme. Obviously this is all got to be washed with that orange wash. So that's what I did on the scourges, and it came to the grotesque time, and I have to admit I struggled. I haven't actually painted any orange on the grotesques. Let me just bring one in a little bit closer so you can see it in its dry brushed state. So that is how it's looking at the moment. It's quite fleshy, obviously, and it's got a bit of fur on there. There are a few metal bits, but the metal bits, like these spikes on his back and this like little knife here, that's going to be painted bone colour for the match the rest of the army. So I wasn't really quite sure what to paint orange. They've got tabards on, so I might end up painting the tabards orange. I'm not 100% sure, and obviously where they're all different sculpts, they've got all different types of bits and pieces on them. So I figured the best thing to do is to leave them for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash them with the orange wash, and then in the next stage after I've done the orange and the wash is going to be to paint the skin. So I figured what I'd probably do is paint the skin on these rat ogres, maybe paint the bone colour, and then see what's left to paint the orange. So on this particular unit, I'm going to put the orange on at the end when I can work out exactly where the orange is going to go. So I think that's the best way to proceed with those. Sometimes you've just got to paint what you know is going to work, and where paint what you know where it's going to go, and then just see how it looks. Basically, sometimes you can have all good plans, but ultimately until you've done something you can't really tell. So I'm going to get all the stuff down that I know is where it's going to go, and then have a look and see where I'm going to put that orange. Okay, so that is it. That's the painting update. I'm going to answer the daily question in a minute. In terms of painting, the next stage is to go over all of that Jekaro orange on all 4 boards with Troll Slayer orange. I'm hoping now I've got that nice base coat down, I'm going to be able to do all that with 1 coat. There's a small possibility it may take 2 coats. We'll have to see. I'm figuring it's going to go a bit quicker than this base coat because now I've laid down exactly where the orange is going to go. So I think I'm going to be able to run through the next coat a bit quicker, but we'll see. More updates coming tomorrow, but first of all, day 5 question. So let's just get the question out. Where are we? Day 5. What is your favourite miniature war game? What is it about that game that stands out the most for you? The rules, the miniatures, or the fluff, etc. So it's going to be no great surprise that 40k is my favourite war game. It's stayed my favourite war game because basically I'm committed. I've got a lot of armies, a lot of investment, and I only play once a week. I haven't got enough time for more games. We've got the stopgap filler game that we now play, which is the Attack Wing, Star Trek Attack Wing, which we are loving. Do really enjoy that, but no time for anything else. There's a lot of cool games out there which I've seen and half tempted with, but I'm being very strict to myself. I do love 40k, and there's enough 40k to keep me very, very occupied. So yeah, 40k is my game. Right, that is it for this video. Thanks so much for tuning in once again, and watch out for tomorrow's video.